Many teachers of enlightenment will tell you to do something like rest as awareness or clarity. And this creates the illusion that there is something called awareness and perpetuates the illusion that there is something called a you, separate and apart from what's going on, who can step outside of it and somehow manipulate or change it. Other teachers will say things like, be in the now, which perpetuates the illusion that there is something called a now and something called a you, separate and apart from what's going on. And this is a painful illusion to feel separate, isn't it? Other teachers will say something like, well, just allow your thoughts and emotions to be as they are. And this again will perpetuate the illusion that there is a you separate from thought, a you separate from feeling, a you separate and apart from what's going on, who can step outside of what's going on and manipulate or change what's going on. And really, there is no edge to what's going on, is there? Can you find an outside to what's going on? No, what's going on is all-encompassing. There is no outside to what's going on. There is nothing outside of life making it happen. You can't get outside. So there is no outside and there is no inside. But as long as you feel separate, you will try to do or not do anything. I would try to do anything to not feel separate. And all you're trying and all you're trying not to try perpetuate the painful illusion of a separate you who can or cannot do something or nothing to end this painful illusion. Other teachers will say things like, you are something unchanging, you are something called a true source, or you are a true self, or you are awareness, or you are pure consciousness, or you are the emptiness from which everything comes. Well, there is no something solid and stable and fixed. There are no things. There is nothing that's permanent or unchanging. There is no movement or non-movement, because there would have to be at least two things to have movement or non-movement, and there are no things. All thingness is made up. All thingness, all ideas of separation are created by the thought stream, which is shared learned words always running around in your head, in your skull, painting this conceptual overlay, this dream of separation, of separate things and events, separate moments. So really, you're fucked. Because you're whirling around trying to get this thing, this idea that you think is out there somewhere. Maybe you think it's in here. And you're looking for this peace or love or enlightenment, this thing that you want, this thing that you sense, this thing that you know must be there, because you have this belief in other, better, more, or next. But there is no other, better, more, or next. Have you ever found an other? Have you ever found a next? Have you ever found a now? Have you ever found a past or a future? No, this is it, Coyote. This is all that's going on, always. All there is this indivisible symphony of perception and the inseparable recognition of it. They are not two, they are not one. And when the brain describes this using shared learned words with thought that you always feel is going on, this seems to create a virtual reality of separate things. Yet deep down, you can feel there is a knowing, an intuitive knowing, not a conventional knowing, that life really is fluid and edgeless and unthinkably marvelous. Yet there's a dissonance between the belief in separation, which you are, and this intuitive knowing that there is no solidity, that there are no handholds whatsoever, that it is absolutely spacious and edgeless, that there are no reference points at all. And this dissonance hurts, doesn't it? It hurts like hell. And there is no resolution to it that you can do, because you are an imaginary character. You have arisen from this thought stream. You are inseparable from it. You are it. And it's not like you can go back into the brain and change the thought stream, can you? So I will not give you any answers or non-answers. Because enlightenment can't be taught or learned or given away. It's not a thing. There are no things. It is truly an empty prize for no one. And just like life, enlightenment happens all by itself. Just like this. Just like this.